Welcome to my Idaho cabin, where the elk and deer run free. Welcome to my Idaho cabin, hope you spend a little time with me.
Hi everybody, this is Rick. Welcome to my Idaho cabin. Hi everybody. Today I'm going to introduce you to a side dish. I should say we are going to introduce you to a side dish because the video is going to feature George, my best friend, my hunting buddy, my fire chief, and all-around good guy. He's also a commissioner with the, or a city councilman with me on the city council. And when you have not too many people up here in a small town, everybody does kind of everything. But anyway, George is a real good friend, known him for quite a few years, and we go hunting every year, and we're kind of getting ready to go again right now. But last night we had some a chicken thigh dish, and he made a side vegetable dish with zucchini. Split the zucchini, put some seasonings on it, and we baked them in the Traeger along with the chicken. So I'm going to turn this video over to George and let him explain how he does it. So take her away, George.
Hello everyone. My name's George, and I am a friend of my Idaho cabin. And last night I did smoke roasted zucchini with beer can chicken. And Rick asked me to come over tonight and show you guys how to make smoke roasted zucchini as well. So what we have here is we have 4 medium-sized zucchinis. And I'm just going to go through the process. The first thing you want to do is take your zucchini after it's all been washed, and you want to cut your ends off because you don't want to deal with those. And it takes just a minute or two to do that. Once the zucchini is all cut, the ends are all cut off, you don't have to worry about those. Then you'll notice most zucchinis, they have a tipping or a rocking point. What you want to do, and you want to be very careful when you do this, is you want to lay it so that it's curved this direction, and then take your knife and you cut it right down the middle. So when you lay your zucchini down, it lays flat. Okay? I have 3 more of these to do, and then we will go on to the seasoning portion. And what's really cool is once in a while, your host Rick and I, we will share recipes, or every once in a while we'll actually compete. But we haven't done that in a while. We need to work on that again. The truth is, Rick's a better cook than I am. I just find a recipe and I play with it. Just like this one. Okay. Now we have all of our zucchinis halved and ready to go. It's really, really simple. You take, in this case here, we're using avocado oil. A lot of people will use olive oil. It doesn't really matter which. But you're going to take and you're going to drizzle that right over your zucchini. And that does 2 things for you. One, it keeps your zucchini from drying out while it's on your smoker. And 2, it gives something for your spices to adhere to in the cooking process, and it helps generate your spices penetrating your vegetable. Or in this case here, seeds are inside, so it's a fruit. But and it's about a tablespoon per half. A little more, a little less, depending on whose fingers over the spigot, so to speak. But that should be plenty for us. Now it's really important that you salt your foods prior to and after so that you have all the real seasoning that you want. I'm just getting some olive oil off my fingers at the moment. Excuse me. Oop. So today we're going to use Johnny's seasoning. You'll find that in most households. And you just sprinkle a generous portion of Johnny's on each portion of or each half of the zucchini. You know, nobody wants to eat bland food. And that's essentially what your salt's for, is to make sure your food isn't bland. And then we have regular garlic powder. I use a lot of garlic powder in everything I cook because I just happen to like garlic, and it's actually healthy for you. Fresh garlic's better, but in this case it wouldn't work for us the way we want it to. And then I would like to add onion powder to it because zucchini's kind of got a kind of a meaty texture, and you kind of want to work that direction. So I'm going to add a little bit of onion powder to all of these, just like I did the garlic. Just like so. And I like a little bit of spice, and well, so does Rick from my Idaho Cabin. So we're going to add a little bit of smoked paprika to the process. It really looks like I'm putting a bunch on here, but I'm not. It's just a different color than everything else. And as this cooks, it will filter through the zucchini. And then last but not least, well, okay, I got ahead of myself. I like to always put fresh crushed black pepper on everything because I just happen to like fresh crushed black pepper. And I might have enough, we'll see. And guess what? We just barely made it, folks. And then, yes, we added some seasoning salt, but I'm going to go ahead and add some regular salt to it. You know, some people won't like all that extra salt, but most people I know like added salt. So we're going to kind of head them off at the pass, so to speak. Okay, that takes care of that. Now, the last thing I am going to add is Parmesan cheese. Everybody likes cheese on everything, and Parmesan's a slow melting cheese, and we're going to put these on the smoker for about 25 to 30 minutes because we want to impart that smoke flavor while we're doing this. So Parmesan's got a high melting point, so it is the perfect cheese for this process. And you put as much cheese on this as you want. You can go as heavier or as light as you'd like to go. With the folks that we're feeding today, more is always better. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of pile this cheese right on top of the zucchini. And as it heats up and starts to melt, then it'll drizzle itself down along the sides. But you see, I'm adding a fairly generous portion of cheese to each one of these. And this might take me a minute or two. But But like I said, I did this for Rick and some other friends of ours last night because I was doing beer can chicken, which is really good, by the way. And he just loved it. So he asked me to come back and do this for you guys so he can have it all over again tonight. And there you go, folks. We have roasted zucchini ready to go on the smoker. And I think we will be doing that in the next couple of minutes. Temperature for this is going to be about 225 for 25 to 30, 20 to 30 minutes. The best way to check it is to reach up with a pair of tongs and kind of give your zucchini a squeeze. And if it's soft to the touch, the zucchini's done. All right, see you soon. Bye.
So here's the finished product. Nice chicken, zucchini, and a salad. So what could be better? Well, thanks, George, for your expertise and your delicious recipe. I really enjoy all your cooking. You're a good cook and a good friend. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Russ Jones over at Smoky Ribs Barbecue, but George is kind of like his twin brother in appearance. I don't know. If you haven't checked it out, go over to Russ Jones to Smoky Ribs Barbecue and check out his channel. He's a good friend, a mentor, and a nice guy. He's got some great recipes. Anyway, thanks again for watching this episode of My Idaho Cabin. I hope you enjoyed it. The recipe will be right down here, and the like, dislike, and bell and all that good stuff will be over here. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you, and we will get back to you if you want to reply. So anyway, thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of My Idaho Cabin. Again, this is Rick. I'll see you next time.
Welcome to my Idaho cabin, where the elk and deer run free. Welcome to my Idaho cabin. Thanks for spending time with me.